No.
Matt and I have had a busy morning. Matt had an appointment and we had other stuff going on, and so that has forced us to wait till late in the day to make our round of harvesting in the garden. And it's hot. Very hot.
It's scorching.
But maybe it won't take us long. What do you think?
I hope not.
We're going to start down at the big garden. We're going to get some corn for us. We've been eating it about every day pretty much, ain't we, Matt?
Yeah.
It's so good. Sometimes Matt, 1 or 2 days, that's all he ate was corn. That was just your meal, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He thinks this is the best corn taste that we've ever grown. Anyway, we're going to get some corn for us. Corey and Austin's going to eat with us tonight, and then we're going to get some corn though and take it to Granny too while we're down there, and then we'll come back up here and see what needs doing up here. Looks good. Feels pretty good right here in the shade, but we got to go out there, right?
You do. I'm gonna sit right here. When you get it picked, just let me know.
I don't think you'd do me like that. Yeah. You can probably hear some construction work going on. Paul's having a new culvert put in at his house, so that's what the noise is.
This Copperhead City right here.
Something's been eating on this one, but it's up high. Do you think it's bugs or it's birds?
Probably squirrel.
Looks like maybe a little squirrel damage there. And right here. How much are you still filling your bucket?
I done put it up and got another.
Okay.
How much you want?
I don't know. I mean, if you think we have to get it, we have to get it, but...
Well, these rows that's on from me the least are the oldest. And
yeah. I'm about to lose sight of my bucket. It's Matt's second basket. Feel good?
yeah. Like if I want to make any drainings, I better be getting it. It ain't gonna be none.
Next on our agenda is the little tomatoes. We got the big ones, now we need to get the little ones. There you go. Not bad. Well, not a bad haul. Plenty of tomatoes to eat and probably enough for a cannon. And 2 more almost full buckets of Tommy Toes, which will make wonderful, wonderful tomato juice for us. We'll eat some of those too. Probably eat some of them with our supper tonight. Maybe make a little salad or something. But not bad. It's extremely hot though, and I think me and Matt's decided we're quitters.
I was born to quit.
We wasn't born to quit, but popsicle and some shade is sounding awful tempting.
Mm-hmm.
Got your grape. Am I back in good standing?
Been for a little while.
Let Matt run out of grape. Our last popsicle. I think we just need to lay down on some popsicles today. We didn't get everything done because we quit, but at least we got a lot done. We got the corn, got the tomatoes. Still need to pick beans and pick blueberries and check for squash and zucchini and cucumbers. But we decided that will have to wait.
Yeah, need to wait till morning time to do all this picking.
Well, but sometimes you can't. It's like every day this week, early in the morning, we've had stuff we had to do. And that will continue tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
And the next day. Tomorrow, somebody's coming to take your picture.
Mugshot?
Yeah.
Police?
No. And then the next day, Katie has an appointment, so we'll have to be babysitting. So. Taking your picture shouldn't take long though, so maybe tomorrow, as soon as that's over, we can get on the beans and the blueberries.
Well, if I don't want my picture took, I might be wanted somewhere.
I don't know.
If I get my picture took, it'll get spread far and wide and I'll get found.
You're like on one of the wanted, you've watched too many Gunsmoke, one of the wanted posters that Chester puts up. Man, it's hot. How hot do you think it is today? 87, 88?
It got past 70 and it made me mad, so it don't matter much past that. It's probably, yeah, I don't know. It's probably close to 90.
I feel it.
And about 700% humidity.
Oh yeah, definitely humidity. By the time you're watching this, we hope that we've had a down, a cool down. Start say a down cool. And we hope we've had a down cool, a cool down. That's what we hear the forecasters are calling for. So.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Matt thinks this summer's been hotter than normal.
It's hotter than last summer. I don't know which one's normal, but it's much hotter than last summer. Right here.
We've had a big spell of hot weather for sure. About 3 weeks or something, or a month.
Yeah, at least a month. Makes me long for the days when I look out the window and the little laurel leaves are curled up in a cup. And it's so cold you can't stand it. And I'd rather have that as this searing heat.
I know, I like that. I like it all. I like that, but then if it was like that all the time, I couldn't have those wonderful Cherokee purple tomatoes that we just picked. Or that wonderful Silver Queen corn. So I just say I like it all. I like all the seasons, and I'm glad and thankful that I live in a place that has those distinct seasons. I do like those days, though, that Matt's talking about when you want to stay close to the wood stove, and he's right, all the laurels around our house will be curled up real tight like a cigar or something.
Yep.
Showing how cold it is. That's when you know it's really cold. Maybe a big frost. I'd like a big snow, but that rarely happens here. Hope springs eternal, though. Every year, every summer, like Matt's saying, he thinks it's hotter this summer than last summer. I'm like, maybe that's a sign we're going to have snow. I latch on to any of the woolly worm folklore and the persimmons and all that, but they usually don't hold true.
Some folks might call that desperate.
I love snow. Any of you who watched our one snow we did get last year and watched me sled, you can believe I love snow. And that really wasn't a big snow, was it?
No.
It was barely enough to sled in. So I'm hoping for like a good 6 or 8 inches of snow. That would be great. And then for it to get real cold like Matt was talking about and just stay.
I like it.
And we could have enough for snow cream and sledding and building a snowman and all that stuff. Now this year, if we did get snow, even if we just get enough like we did last year, one good snow, or, I mean, I don't know, what was that, 3 inches or something, 4 inches?
Yeah.
This year will be interesting because we'll have Ira and Woodrow big enough to actually be in it. Last year we went sledding when they took their nap, so they were too little to, of course, care or understand, but too little to be out in the cold. So.
Be on this year. This winter. And then next winter for sure.
Yeah, if we just get a big snow.
Ira thinks that the correct procedure is get out of bed and go straight outside. As soon as you pick him up, he's pointing out the window, and you come down the hall, and he's pointing out the door, and if you don't take him, it don't matter if it's raining or if it's nighttime or whatever it is, he wants out right now, and if you don't take him,
he's not happy.
He's not happy.
Yeah, he loves to be outside. And he'll stay as long as you won't let him, and even in this heat, which of course we don't want him out in the blinding sun, but in the backyard where it's shady, he'll play till his little cheeks are red as fire, and then cry when you try to get him to go in. He don't want to go in. A day like today, though, makes you think of all those hot sayings. Hotter than a $2 pistol. Hot as the hinges of hell. Heard that one. Hot as an oven. Hot as a firecracker's a good one.
You remember that boy I worked with said it was hotter than 4-barrel hell? He's the only one I ever heard say that.
Yeah. Hotter than Hades is another one. And there's all those, I mean, like kind of funny ones. What is there one about I don't know, I can't think about it, about a dog, but a dog peeing on a tree or something.
I don't remember that one. All I know is it's blistering hot.
That's one, blistering hot. Hot as a frying pan. It'd make you want to go, if you had a pool or go to the lake or just stick your feet in the creek.
Mm-hmm.
Or like us, if you're soft, it makes you want to run back to the air conditioning.
Yeah.
It's just amazing just how much shade cools it down. Just sitting right here feels so much better than out there when we was picking the tomatoes and the corn in the hot sun.
This shed is worth what it costs just for the shade.
Yeah.
Ain't it?
Yeah, it's funny. Me and Matt didn't realize we'd be doing so many videos down here, like sitting and talking, but it's the perfect shade. In our live last week, a lot of people was asking Matt about the shed, and he kind of explained then, but he will get back to it. He will. We just had, I think we shared that with you. We knew the month of July was just going to be jam-packed with just some extra stuff we had going on. And then also, you know, the bounty of the garden, putting up stuff, so we knew it was just going to be a really busy month. Plus that heat has made Matt not want to necessarily be out here working.
Took me out of gear.
Yeah, it took you out of gear.
Yeah.
But the main thing was that it's in the dry, so the tractor is nice and dry when it rains. So we had some rain yesterday. Was that yesterday we had rain?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but not enough really to soak everything good. We've not had a soaking rain in, what, 2 weeks?
a few
Maybe
weeks.
about 2 weeks. So we had some little rain here and there. That one night it rained pretty good about 2 weeks ago, and that's probably the last good rain that we had. Enough that wet everything, even under the cars. The one yesterday that we had didn't really wet everything. But it sounds like some thunder there.
We'll get some, I hope. It's
Yeah.
a little dry. It's a lot dry, actually.
When Matt does start back, I guess the outside walls, is that what you'll be starting on?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do the walls first or the gable ends first. I may do them because they'll be a little harder because they're up off the ground. And then the walls should be the easier part. I need to do a little digging and ditching too. I may do
yeah.
that very first thing.
Yeah.
Because I dread that the worst. I'm going to have to do it the Matic.
And once you get that over, be easier.
I'll have to do some little framing on the gable ends, and gonna put some of that red tin up there and the same around the walls. Probably a rattlesnake den under that tin now.
Probably. That's a good place for them.
Yep.
Someone asked too if Matt still planned to put electricity to it. That's his plan, so we'll see. And that way, even closing it in, if he had some lights in here, you'd be able to see. Now, once he does close it in, I don't know if it'll be such a good place for videos, though. It'll block all this natural light that's nice right now. We may have to revert back to our old popsicle hangout.
But yeah, get you out of here. Get the riprap out of my
Out of
man
your
space.
man space.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear him continuing to work down at Paul's.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get that done, I hope.
Greenie was excited about her corn. She was pleased with it. We dropped off one full basket with her on our way back up here, and she was excited about that. So,
We gonna eat some for supper?
yeah.
What are we eating for
I
supper?
don't know. I thought maybe just a BLT, something easy.
Wow, that'd be good. I ain't had one of those
BLT
in a
and
while.
a ear of corn. We do that often in the summer, and we've
Yeah.
not this year yet. What was I going to say about Granny? Oh, she made two. Had made right when me and Matt got there. She'd made 2 jars of kraut, so she had her kraut sitting out on the porch. I noticed it as soon as I walked up because I'd been down there yesterday or day before and didn't see it. So she'd been doing that. I hadn't checked our kraut that we made, but I guess it's okay if you checked it, Matt. You hadn't opened it or eat it or
no,
nothing.
just other than glance at it to make sure the lids ain't blowed off. That's all I've done.
Yeah. We got enough tomatoes definitely for more canning.
Oh yeah.
Someone in a video recently asked us a lot of questions about tomatoes, a lot about growing tomatoes, and me and Matt have just been real lucky that we grow tomatoes well every year pretty much. Like even though it was real dry last year, we had good tomatoes. This year it's been wetter, we've had good tomatoes.
Yeah, it ain't that we're real good
No,
at it. It's just we got a good place to do it, and we just grow 'em.
Something about it, that backyard just does good for tomatoes. And the Cherokee Purple does really good for us. So if you've tried something year after year after year and it doesn't do good, I would say try a different variety.
Yeah.
We've certainly tried varieties that did not do good for us, and especially in the early days, I just keep trying and trying and try them. And Matt says now, grow what you know will do good. So the Cherokee Purple is definitely one for us that does good, but it may not for you though, so you might need to try something else.
It does fantastic for us, and it don't blight or nothing, does it?
No.
I mean,
It may someday, but
it
so
might,
far
but
we've had
we've
good
been
luck.
doing it for years, and we
Yeah.
don't have that problem, and that's weird because a lot of people do. And we've grown other varieties that do.
Yeah, that will.
But these Cherokee Purples here, they just don't get diseased like some of the
Somehow,
other tomatoes.
Yeah. And we have very little blossom end rots. Another thing a lot of people fight, I know, and
Right.
we've had that sometimes. And I mean, we might have it just like on one tomato or two or three, but not like on all of them. I know some people deal with that. And the only thing special Matt and I do when we plant tomatoes is we put a handful of Epsom salt in each hole, and we plant the tomato really deep. And those are really the only two things we do. And the Epsom salt, somebody probably 20 years ago, and I don't even remember who told me and Matt to do that. And we said okay, so we did, and it worked. We had good tomatoes that year, so we just kept doing it. So you can research though. Lots of people talk about why it works and why they do it. So you could definitely research that. But there's so many tomatoes, so many plants. All the plants are like that. But there's so many tomatoes. It's just so tempting to want to grow them all. And Matt's had to rein me in to keep me from doing that. Even last year I had we probably had 7 or 8 different varieties down here. But this year, I was like, okay, we'll just do the Cherokee Purple, the Tommy Toes, which are some different varieties, but the tried and true ones that we've grown for a long time. And then down here, those bigger tomatoes, we did the Randy Hoopers. So
And they're good. I've eaten a couple, 2 or 3 tomato sandwiches with those.
they are good. And they get to be a big old tomato. They're good. I don't know if you've noticed, though, Matt, on those tomatoes down here, the Randy Hooper ones, most all of them are like the red, but there's one plant that's got yellow tomatoes
Yeah, I
on
saw
it.
that.
Did you see that?
I haven't got the taste on them yet, though.
So,
I went out to pick it, and it was gone.
that's strange.
I thought maybe you got it,
No,
or
I didn't get it.
one of your daughters got it,
I
or
don't
something.
know unless they did, but I don't think so. But I've had a lot of people ask us about saving seeds for tomatoes. And we do save them sometimes, especially for the Tommy Toes. We'll save those. And I saved the Randy Hooper. But what may happen, like even that yellow one, is that tomatoes, to be true, absolutely true to their type, like if we were growing the seeds to sell, we'd have to be like apart from other tomatoes. And we're nowhere near. I mean, like last year, we were a foot away from other tomatoes. This year, how many feet is that between the Cherokee Purple and the?
It's 30 or 40.
Yeah,
maybe.
not meant much. So what can happen with tomatoes is they can cross-pollinate and turn into something else. And whatever they turn into, like if that yellow one, if that's where that come from, will be tasty, probably, but it's just not what you expected it to be, in other words.
Right.
So we feel pretty comfortable, like you can please yourself always, saving seeds for our own self. But as far as selling them to somebody, not in the business of selling seeds, but even sharing them with somebody, we just would be like, no, I hope that's what that is, but if it's a tomato, sometimes it's not. It does seem like the Tommy Toes somehow stay true or easier to keep to what they are. One year, or for many years, we grew a tomato called Cream and Sausage. And I think I first got it at Christian Love. Like they used to have a nursery down there. Do you remember that years and years ago?
Vaguely, yeah.
And I just, again, wanting to try every tomato, I seen that and thought, that just sounds good. Cream and sausage. I didn't even know what it would look like, But it's like bigger than a Tommy Toe, but not a big tomato, but an oblong-shaped tomato. About that big, Matt, ain't it?
Kind of similar to aroma.
Yeah, but skinnier maybe, but they're yellow. And we just loved them, absolutely loved them. So for many years, I just saved the seed each year, and then we planted them, you know, and it worked fine. And maybe because it was a smaller tomato, anyway, until the year it didn't. And then one year I planted them, and it was a strange tomato. It wasn't yellow.
It morphed.
Yeah, and it was a weird shape. It was like, I don't know, teardrop shaped or something, and it wasn't that great of a tomato. But that's all I know, is that finally it took a long time, or we were just lucky all those years, and then all of a sudden it had been cross-pollinated with something else.
Yeah.
So there's so many varieties out there, though, but it's fun to try them, and by trying them, then sometimes you find something you really love, like that's how we tried the Mother Stallard bean and just love it. But Matt's right, too, though, sometimes it's just... Probably life would be easier if I would just always grow what we know will produce good for us and what we like.
Well, since what we do is grow food to put up, then we want something that produces well.
Right.
And that's why I
And
say
that we
grow
like.
what you know.
Yeah, I know.
We know we can grow those, and we know they'll produce, so let's just grow those.
Right, yeah. And we don't have a huge area either,
No.
so... And then as far as, I had a lot of questions too about canning tomatoes and the tomato juice that I recently shared in a video. I didn't show the canning part, but there's all kinds of, you can research and find all kinds of videos and blog posts and information online about canning tomatoes. Most of the time, people do them, you know, there's just people, you have to find what you like to do best. Some people like to remove all the seeds. Some people are going for more of a whole tomato, like as far as canning the whole tomato. Some people, of course, want to make it into sauce. And I guess we take the easy cheater way out, but it's the way that Granny canned hers and Miss Cindy canned hers, so it's just what we're used to. We can the whole tomato, but we don't try to worry about getting the seeds out. And just kind of mash them after we get the skins off, with a potato masher, and can them that way. Another, though, way you could do it, and I did it last year once or twice when I just had a few tomatoes and just didn't know what to do with them. I'd read about it or seen a video, I can't remember, was that to put them, if you have something like a blender, like what's the thing we've got that was Miss Cindy's?
Vitamix.
Vitamix, that really is stout and will just pulverize things. You just mix them up in that, skin and all, and it just pulverizes it all. And it made like it was liquidy, but it was almost,
Emulsion.
yeah, like thick, like frothy or something. Anyway, and we canned that, and only a few jars of that, but we used it, so it was fine. So then when you decide how you want to process it, there's a lot of people too, we've never done this. It's just personal preference of how you do stuff, but a lot of people will pick all the tomatoes like how me and Matt did, and then put them in the freezer whole, and then when you take them out, it's real easy to peel the skin off. Probably because we've just always, and then they process them ever how they want to. Probably because it's just, we've done it for so long and just in the habit of doing it the way we do it. I just like to put them up and know they're done. Like they're not, I don't have to worry about them, then have to get them out of the freezer, but that works great. Lots of people do that. And then you don't have to, like we dip ours in boiling water to get the skin off. You don't have to do that, because once they're froze and they thaw up, the skin just comes off. So there's so many ways to process them. But then when you figure all that out, then there's the canning part. Well, if you go by the, I guess, FDA approved how you should do it, you can either pressure can them or water bath can them is how you would do it. We don't do that, even though you should. I'm not telling you should do the way we do, but we use the open kettle method, so everything's just hot, the tomatoes, the jars, and all that, and it just seals. So we feel comfortable doing that again because Matt's mother, my grandmother, Matt's grandmother, that's just how they did it. Mm-hmm. But people do not recommend you do that today. So there's all kinds of, like I said, though, online videos about pressure canning and water bath canning. And some people say with the tomatoes that you might as well just go ahead and pressure can them if you're going to do that, like if you want to be safe and do that, because it's a shorter time than if you water bath can. You have to do for a longer period of time, so you just get it over with quicker, even though you have to use the pressure canner. But Other than that, we put like if it's the juice or the canning the tomatoes, we put a teaspoon of salt in a quart and a half a teaspoon in a pint, and then put the tomatoes in and the lids and the taps, sterilize the jars, do all that, and then, you know, if you wanted to water bath, pressure can, whatever you would do. But we've never worried about getting the seeds out or anything.
Yeah, just eat them.
And it was nice to, those few that I did in the Vitamix, that was really easy. You know, it's really, really easy doing them that way. And I thought, well, now I'll probably taste a piece of skin or something. No. And that's one sure way to use the whole tomato.
Yeah.
Use every bit of it. So that's an interesting way. I might do some more like that, but I hadn't so far. Not this year. I've just been canning them the regular way. And as far as for what we use the tomatoes for, what, soups, stews,
Chili.
spaghetti, just whatever, yeah. We just, you know, can open a jar and then add all the other stuff to make a sauce, or just pour them in for a jar of soup, or chili, or Cabbage Patch stew, all those things. I hear more thunder.
Maybe it'll rain. I hope it doesn't. I'm burning alive.
It's hard to say what my favorite thing in the garden is, but for sure, tomatoes are wonderful.
Mine would have to be tomatoes and corn.
I don't know, though, then I think about beans and cabbage.
I like all that too.
And I like squash and zucchini, too, so it's just such a bountiful time of the year. It's just the best eating of the year. Are you thinking about the air conditioning?
Thinking about eating something, because I've not really eat today, and it's
2 o'clock?
most of the day's gone, and I've just really not eat.
You might as well just wait till supper.
I don't think I'll make it.
You'll fall out somewhere.
I'm about to fall out now. I've got to eat more than this.
Well, if you fall out, that'd make a real good video.
It would, wouldn't it? Tune in next week to watch the resuscitation.
Oh, goodness. Well, I better take Matt in and get him something to eat. He's truly come unfed this time.
Yeah, for sure this time.
And maybe I get a fan and blow it on his face. It might make him feel better.
Yep.
Well, the heat beat us today, but we'll be back at it again tomorrow. And we'll have part of it already done, which will be smart.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, breaking it up into little bites, that's the best way to do it. We're glad you stopped by today to visit with us, and we're always happy when you help us celebrate Appalachia.